We're not on. Hi.
Can he see you?
I don't know.
I don't have video yet. I've got a funky looking laptop and a what looks like a webcam. I can hear you though.
Oh wait,
No,
hang on.
no, no.
Oh,
There.
There we go. I've got you there. Awesome. How are you, Eve?
Good. How are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
You too.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Excellent. Any interesting Christmas presents or anything that you got?
I got some tickets to a concert in the summer for Ed Sheeran.
Oh my goodness. That one would be amazing. Where is he playing?
Toronto.
Toronto?
Yeah.
Rogers Center probably or
Yeah.
or there I know they've got a new outdoor thing that fits like 50,000 people or something. I think that's going to be amazing. Are you an Ed Sheeran fan?
I know like a couple songs, but I don't know much, so we're gonna listen to his playlist. Like, I like his songs when I hear them, I just don't know them by heart. So throughout the year before the summer, me and my mom and my sister are gonna like listen to him a bunch.
That actually gives me an idea. Some of his songs are not hard to play on the piano. That he might be a good one to look at doing a song. And his songs are usually, some of them are really nice, like they've got nice messages to them, and they're not too heavy duty. There are some of his songs, I might, when you're thinking of doing maybe a self-accompanied song, I might consider something by Ed Sheeran. Some of his songs are really, really nice. And again, like I say, not outrageously hard. Some of his songs are a little serious, but most of them are pretty lighthearted.
Like, do you mean for chords or like actual like?
Yeah, I could help you with figuring out the chords and everything for them. So I would definitely start looking at the playlist like sooner rather than later and see, I can think of a whole bunch of songs that I just love by Ed Sheeran that you could do a really nice job with potentially singing. So anyways, for us to get started, first off, I can see you and I can hear you speaking just fine. And am I assuming that we're going to do some piano to start off?
Right here.
Excellent. Can you just play like 5 notes at your piano to make sure that I can hear your piano? Excellent. Just wanted to make sure, the reason why, Eve, is that sometimes there are little settings that we have to adjust, which it sounds like you've already adjusted them.
It's a grand piano, so it's no.
Yeah, that's perfect. No, it's not the piano. It's this. What I meant by the settings was the Zoom audio. Zoom is it's specifically made for people to talk, like for meetings and stuff like that. But they do have a version for piano. You've already set it up, so you're all set to go. I'm going to put today's date down, January the 7th. Yeah.
Well, actually, a couple of these notes were off. My Nana got it tuned on Halloween.
Yeah.
Like October 31st, but something happened. Now it's a bit off still. So if you hear like a couple notes are just off tune, but we're gonna get them tuned again.
Not to worry at all. Do you know do you get Dudley Huckle to tune your piano or Amy Porter? Those are
Amy.
Amy, she's fabulous. She's wonderful. So the next time that you give her a shout and she'll do a great job tuning it. Those two are my 2 favorite tuners, and they're both local. So yeah, just give her a shout and she'll be able to help that. Don't sweat it. That's all good. So if I remember correctly, I'm first off going to suggest, it's totally up to you unless you want to. Are you okay with leaving the Christmas stuff behind until next year?
Well, I just have 2 songs that I memorized: Church Bells and Silent Night over the break.
Excellent.
But the other 2 songs I've just been playing. Also, so I forgot we were doing tower clock. So when I practiced over the break, the only time I practiced was yesterday for tower clock, because I forgot that we even had that. So
not to worry. Do you want to play the 2 pieces for memory for me?
Sure. Could I just go through them once?
Of course, absolutely. So which one are you going to play first?
I could do Silent Night.
Silent Night sounds good.
Let me just get
and
it.
You can play it with the music once if you want to. And you can play and sing, or you can just play.
Yeah. I don't know.
Feel free for your warm-up to do however you wish to.
Sorry, not a lot of room. Okay.
No worries, that's okay. All good, Eve. All right, are you ready to try it for memory totally?
I can just put these away.
Yep, awesome. Go for it.
Oh wait, oh, sorry. Could I just restart that? I realized.
Of course you can. Yep. All good. It was awesome. Well done, Eve. And you know what? I have two little suggestions. Just for well, the first thing I'm going to suggest: get your music opened up for Silent Night again. And I can't give you a sticker per se, but put a little check mark or a happy face on the music.
Can I just go grab a pen?
Of course. Yep. Yep. And if you can, grab a pen and a pencil, just in case you need. If you've got a pencil handy too. Yep.
Okay. Should I just like put it in the back of my book here?
Yes, you will have to do that as well. Yeah. So on your actual music, put a check mark / happy face or something to let yourself know that you've completed that piece for memory. That's on the Silent Night music. And then on the back, so remind me, how many songs have you already memorized this year?
5.
5. And so do you have a free lesson already, Mark?
I don't, so the thing is, I was talking with my mom and we were confused because, one of the lessons you ended up canceling, and then one of them I was supposed to get the free lesson, but if you forgot, that's okay.
Okay, so when you get your free lesson, you have to choose the day that you want to have the free lesson. Your free lesson has to be used between now and August, or like between when you get it and August the 31st. But you do have to let me know that you're going to use it, because then what we do is then I write down the day that you used it.
Sorry, I'm so confused about that.
No worries, that's okay.
I can do a little like line underneath the ones I've already memorized to restart it.
So if I remember correctly, I think your mom paid me yesterday. So she paid for a lesson in December, and then she paid for last week, or I mean this week and next week. I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So if you want to have your free lesson, so today is, what's today, the 7th, the 14th? If you want to have your free lesson on the 21st, just pencil it in. Just write free lesson January 21st. And then
I'll
use it.
Talk to her about it.
Yeah, and then you can use it. Some students like to use the free lesson, like maybe preparing for the festival, to have like an extra lesson too. So there's other options. But I would just pencil it in, and I'm going to write it down. I'm going to keep track of what we do here. So free lesson, January 21st. I'll put a question mark, and then you can let me know. Okay, so for Silent Night, I'm assuming that's going to be song 6 then?
Yes. Oh wait, was I not supposed to do a line? I did a line to restart the one.
Yeah. So you can either make it 1 again or 6. I would actually make it a 6, because I would suggest that I would like you to see at the end of the year how many songs total you have memorized. So we'll do like 6, 7, 8, 9.
I already added the line. Is that okay? Could I just keep going?
The line is yeah. Leave the line and then just write a number 6 underneath that. And then Silent Night, and then write down that you played it January 7th, 26. I always like to write down the day that you did it. And then when you're ready, let's do church bells as well. And you can play church bells with your music through once, and it can be with singing or as an instrumental, your choice. And then if you want to do it from memory right away afterwards. So, and I wanted to, while we're talking about it, tell you the two things that I suggest. So the first time you had that one little note, I think it was a middle C instead of a D. So if you get hung up on it and you know that you're going to have to start over again, which is totally fine, it's your lesson, like there's no expectation, I would actually fix it myself just for a moment. I go, no, that's not it. And then I might just go F, F, C, okay, silent night. So I do my little fix up to make sure I know what I'm doing. The only other thing when you're playing it, and I know when you sing it you would do this, this Lord birth, those notes needed to be played a little longer. I think you gave them like 2 out of 3 counts each. So just keep in mind that they're a special part when you're singing and playing it, just a little bit longer. And I have one other thing that I wanted to mention just before you leave it. Do you remember you found switching to the flat with the hand position something really quite difficult at first?
Yeah.
Do you find that so difficult now?
No.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing how those things happen. So keep that in mind. All right, play church bells and let's do it. I like you say, as a warm-up, with or without your music.
Yeah, I'll just do my warm-up first.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Just okay, so. I was like looking off and forth while I'm doing memory, so it's confusing. Okay.
Awesome. No worries. Just getting
My mom was, my aunt was calling my mom.
No worries. I used to never get notifications sent to my thing, and all of a sudden, I think it's maybe because I'm in the United States right now.
Give it to her. She keeps ringing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mom. Sorry.
No problem. So if you feel ready to play it for memory, give it a go for memory. If you come across a spot that gives you a hard time, take a breath, see if you can figure it out yourself. See if you can figure out what the issue is. And then if you need to go back and start the song over again, okay?
Okay.
Somewhere on your book, check mark or happy face, and add that one to the memory wall. So that's a number 7 song.
You just grab it
And
up.
I would say that's a thing that you conquered. I find the church bells piece, I personally think it's a very complicated piece. It starts off, the first like 8 notes are super easy, but then it goes a little wonky after that. I always find it to be wonky after that.
Glad to be, like, I like church bells, but I'm glad to be done with it because I've been working on it for a long time.
You have, and I think we have the other stuff between the festival or the concert and everything like that. You were focused a lot on that. So one thing you should know is you can add that to your memory wall. One thing you won't need to do is you don't need to write any lesson stuff down, because I keep track of what we do in the lessons here, and then I email it over to you as well. So you won't need to worry about like for new pieces and things like that. So that is awesome, and I'm just writing.
I was going to say, I didn't keep notes in my book over the break.
That's okay. No worries.
Because I usually do it on the bus to school after doing my thing here, and I would do it on the bus to school, but since I haven't been taking the bus to school, I just haven't been doing it.
And I heard, have you had snow days for like 3 days in a row as well? Holy
I went the first 2 days, but I didn't go today because I had an appointment.
Okay, my student before you, he took Monday and Tuesday off, but his mom said, you've got to go to school today. So he went to school today. And I guess there were 13 kids in his class today. So that's a pretty good number.
I think we put January 26th. What day is it? 7th?
It's the 7th. It's the 7th. Yeah, because the year is 26. January 7th, 26. All right, so why don't we go to the tower clock now, and we'll work on that one. And are you comfortable? You don't have to play it from memory. I don't even think I asked you to play it from memory or anything like that. How comfortable?
What are you talking about?
We're going to move on to the tower clock. We'll move on to the tower clock.
No, I haven't did it from memory because I forgot about it over the break.
I don't think I even asked you to play it from memory, did I? I don't think I did.
I don't remember.
No. So I was going to say, how comfortable are you playing the piece, even though you've just had a chance to try it?
Oh, I'm comfortable with it.
Yep, it's not too hard of a piece.
No, it's easy.
Yep, give it a go.
Okay.
I was going to say just before you leave it, the church bells one that you just finished and the tower clock, when your piano has those little out of tune notes, they kind of sound like bells on a clock anyway, so it sort of fits the song.
Do you want me to hold the pedal?
Totally up to you. Totally up to you.
I just will.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me just... Okay.
Sounds like a clock, in my opinion. There's only one thing, and it's not a big deal. It's going to sound just as weird with that. Look at where you do the 1, 2, and 3. Do you notice that the finger 2 is actually lower than the middle C?
So, what do you mean lower?
So when you when it goes with the words, they seem to sing. So that's a middle C. Do you notice how the next note, where it says 2, is actually in the bass clef? Can you sort of see? I've got mine on my phone, so it's kind of like the word "sing" is there.
Yeah.
And that note, that 2, is actually lower than the middle C.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That means that you actually have to change your hand position, sort of a little bit like your Silent Night.
Oh, wait, we're not supposed to be playing my left hand for the 2?
So you actually play 2 notes with your left hand, G and E.
Yeah, I thought so. I was just making sure.
And then the right hand, you actually play A, which is right next to the G. 2, 3.
Right. So, okay.
So take a look. See, do you see how the G, do you see how the G and the A kind of look a little bit like a smoosh?
I don't know the letters, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have to worry about it. But do you see how the top 2 notes look a little bit like a smoosh? They're kind of like they're kind of stuck side by side. You can't stack them. That means that the notes are exactly side by side. That means, so if your thumb is playing G, then the next note is actually only 1 note higher than G. So your hands are literally kind of like this.
But it says 1 and 3.
So the 1 and 3 is the left hand. Play for me the left hand notes, the 1 and 3 with your left hand. Just the left. Yeah. The right hand note, you played a D, but it's actually a letter A. It's 4 notes lower than the D. Because it's in the bass clef. It's lower than the treble clef. So the bass clef, so the beginning of the piece has the treble clef and the bass clef. Treble clef usually means we play with our right hand. Bass clef usually means we play with our left hand. But at the very end of the line, you'll notice, I don't know if your copy looks the same as mine.
Yeah, it does.
Does it say right hand? But do you notice, like, why would they write that right hand there? Do you notice, like, does that should send a little warning signal to you? Something's different there. So they're actually asking you to play a right hand note where your left hand would actually normally play. So
This isn't the right note?
it's actually 4 notes lower than that if you count that as number 4. D, C, B, A. It's the...
So...
Yep. And then you play it like... It's still going to sound horrifyingly bad.
So I just moved my hand over to there?
Exactly. That's what you have to do there. Yeah.
Okay, could I just write that down really quick?
Of course you can.
Just
So I don't know how you want to write it down, but you can write A, you can write 4 notes down, or...
Oh, I just didn't pen, dang it.
Next time, the only reason I do it in pencil is like in case I make a mistake. That's why I do it, but don't worry. Yeah, that's okay. So your 2 is normally on a D above middle C. You just have to move it 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the only thing. Again, the sound quality is not much different. It's still quite discordant sounding, but I want you to play it correctly. I do want you to play it correctly. The rest of the piece sounded fantastic. So, would you want to try it from the beginning? Do you want to try just the bell sound?
You can try from the beginning.
Okay, give it a whirl.
Just...
You could memorize that one for next week if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I probably could, but I'm going to try. Because I have nothing else really I'm trying to memorize now.
Yep. So I'll write that one down as a work on memory piece. If it's not fully memorized by next Wednesday, don't sweat it. We're not on a timeline for memorizing pieces, but I have a feeling you're going to like rock that piece with no problem. Okay, so I want to look at the next piece as well. So it says Yankee Doodle, and it says the word duet. So we've done a couple of piano duets. The duet part is on the previous page where it says Yankee Doodle Duet, and I think it says something like for teacher or another more advanced pupil. What a terrible thing to say. But anyways, your part is the best part of the song. So have you ever heard the song Yankee Doodle before?
No, I've kind of just heard, I don't know from where, I just kind of heard like Yankee Doodle.
It's a pretty famous, like they have on mine it says American Traditional arranged by Lila Fletcher. Yeah.
It's like American,
yeah. It's a well, Yankee, like they often think of, I guess somebody from New York is usually considered, because there's the New York Yankees, of course. There's the baseball team. So, but anyways, the song itself is a rather silly song. I would say when it says it's a traditional song, it's usually a song that's like a folk song, like something that you sing, I sing, we play. The tune that's famous is Yankee Doodle went to town a-riding on a pony. He stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Totally nonsensical. Feather macaroni. I don't know.
I've heard that actually before.
Yeah. And you like again as a little one, you might have heard it like on some like kids CD or some kids program. Then the chorus part is where I get the tune, and you're doing kind of like the offset. Yankee. So where it says Yankee Doodle, keep it up, you have rests there. It's nearly impossible to sing that portion. So you'll have to, if you want to, you can rap it if you want to speak the parts. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle Dandy, mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. Crazy words, crazy words. Anyways, that part, you really can't sing it. Like, it's really nearly impossible. But the actual rhythm goes like this. I'm just going to demonstrate it once. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle Dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. That's basically how it goes. Now, I have a suggestion, if you want to, because I have a feeling, because I know you sing well, and you like to be able to sing the words along with it. Are you comfortable? Do you know how to mute your side of the Zoom call?
Mute my side?
Yes. Yeah. So you just hit the mute button on your side, which is just the microphone, and you should end up. Yep, there you go. So the reason why is that if you and I are doing something at the exact same time, we'll both cancel each other out if we're both not muted. So for right now, you have to do it with me. So I'm going to just try where it says Yankee Doodle, keep it up. And my suggestion is follow the music. You do not have to do anything with me or play any notes right now. I'm just going to try to give you the rhythm. Yeah, unmute if you have a question.
It looks like it's different. Like, I think I don't know how, but it's like, my hand position would be more like.
Oh yes, your hand position does change. Yes.
Would it be like?
Yep. It's totally those notes. What are those letters, by the way?
Well, I know it's my finger 4, so F and.
Yep.
F
and what's the other one?
G.
G is the one that would be the next, like, would be the in between. It's one higher than G.
A.
A. So it's F and A. Do you know what I might do is where it says those notes, just write the letters F, A there. So, and do that in pencil if you can.
Oh, right.
Okay, so yes, you're absolutely right. So all I want to do is I just want you to get the rhythm of the part that I would be playing. And again, you don't have to remember this. I'll do a demonstration as well, and I'll send you a video for your playlist as well that you'll be able to follow. But I'll get you to mute your side of Zoom now. And your job is where it says Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Just follow for right now. If you want to try and tap or say along with me, you can. I'm not going to hear you, but you can try it if you want to, or just listen. So it's where it says Yankee Doodle, keep it up, where that position change is, and I'm going to count to 4 before I start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle Dandy.
I wasn't even ready. I didn't know. I wasn't really sure what we were doing yet.
Okay. So where it says Yankee, all I want you to do is look at the music where it says Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Okay. And you don't have to do anything other than follow.
I just needed a second to put my hands in there.
Yep. And you don't have to play anything. You don't have to play anything or do anything. I just want you to follow the lyrics.
Oh.
That's all. Yep, just follow the lyrics. Yep. Just so you can hear the rhythm of it. And like I say, you don't have to remember it per se, but I want you to at least hear it once. And you can try and speak the lyrics with me if you want to, or just listen. All right? I'm going to count to 4 where it says chorus. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle Dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. I'm going to do it one more time, and if you want to try speaking those lyrics with me, you can. All right? I'm going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle Dandy. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. And you can unmute.
I realized something as I was going down. There's one more note that's a little weird. It's when it says D.
Yep. So that one goes, mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy.
I just don't know how to do that on the piano, that
Oh,
part.
I can help you with that. Okay, so that you have to change your hand position again in a moment. But you know what I want to do is let's start with the first half. Now, and I'll do a demonstration video so you'll be able to work with it. So let's look at the beginning of the song. What is the first note that you play? Yeah, middle C with your thumb. And what's the first note that you play with your left hand? It is where it's where you're. And is that G with your fourth finger that you've got there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go really slow. So it's like C, C, D, E, and give it a try. And what I want you to try to do is get to the word macaroni. Your goal is to get to the word macaroni. You don't have to sing letter names. You don't have to sing words, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
Yeah, give it a go. And if you come across questions, we'll talk about it as we go through it. You rock that, Eve. You rock that, Eve. When you get to the word pony, which is at near the end of the first line, the po of pony needs to be held for 2 beats. So, riding on a pony. So po needs to be held a little longer. Do you notice how it's not colored in? Yep. So all of the you played that really, really well. Try it one more time from the beginning to the word macaroni, and then we'll talk about the next section.
Okay.
Awesome. Now, the rest of the piece, you play only with your right hand. Your left hand is on holiday for the rest of the piece. You were correct that you do move up to F and A with your thumb and third finger. And you're going to play it 4 times. Now, if you want to get the rhythm right, there is a rest. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's on 2 and 4. Give that a try, and then I'll show you what you have to do for the next line. Awesome. Now, on the next line, you actually have to move your 1 and 3 down a step. So there is a new position there on Yankee Doodle Dandy. So you literally just move your thumb and third finger down 1 step, and I would actually write those letters in as well. So what letters are those?
Wait, 1 second.
No worries.
Okay. These are, so, E and G.
You got it. Awesome. So all we're doing now is you're going to play that one 4 times, and it's going to be the same rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that E and G when you're ready. Yeah.
I just need to, find the pencil. Oh, here it is. No.
No worries. Oh, it's a pain. I know when they can. Hopefully, you'll be able to get that.
I got it.
Okay. And when you're ready, try that Yankee Doodle Dandy part.
Okay.
Now, you may not need to do this at mind the music and the step. You actually have to move your thumb and third finger back up to F and A. Because do you notice how it goes back up a little higher? So after you've done Yankee Doodle Dandy, at Mind the Music and the Step, you have to move back up. It's up to you. You may just want to circle the 1 and 3 or put a little up arrow or something. You may not need to write the letters in this time.
I just wrote back up.
Okay, and you do that 4 times.
Okay. Yes. I see that, and then back down 1 after.
Yep. And then, well, let's talk about the word B. So if you're playing 1 and 3 on E and G, your 2 and 3, which looks really yucky, is just F and G with fingers 2 and 3. You don't have to move your hands at all. With the girls B. So it's just E and G with 1 and 3. F and G is your 2 and 3. It's literally where your fingers are.
So
I'll show it to you on my keyboard as well. So I'm just going to bring my hand down. So if I'm playing E and G with my 1 and 3, F and G is with 2 and 3. And it's just, yep, that's it. And then for the handy, it goes a little faster. So it's going to go, and with the girls be handy.
okay.
All right, I'd go back to Mind the Music and the Step and try it from there.
Okay. Hold. Okay.
Almost there. I think you mixed up the Mind the Music is the higher. Mind the Music. Yeah, and then you go back to lower. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Awesome. You did fine with that. How comfortable do you feel to do that on your own?
Yeah, I could do it. Yeah.
And then what I'll do is I'll prepare a video. I'm going to prepare a video with your part, and I'll actually prepare a video with my part as well. So you'll actually get a chance to hear, and you can pretend to play along with me. It'll be a recording of me, but you can sort of pretend to play along with me. If I don't email myself to do it, I will forget. So give me a quick second here. So I have to email myself everything now. So I'm going to write Eve Yankee Doodle Duet, and that will help me remember. Doodle. Well, it's not with 3 O's. Yankee Doodle Duet. Okay, I think that's enough for piano. So you got Tower Clock and Yankee Doodle to work on for this week. All right, and just give me a quick second here. And so Yankee Doodle, great start there. And as I mentioned, that's mine. I don't normally, oh, you know what it was? It was me emailing myself. I'm going to have to figure out a way to shut those notifications off because I never, ever got them before. It's just been within the last 2 or 3 days that these notifications have started showing up, and it's just me emailing myself. Okay, so for singing, what I wanted to do first up is I wanted to start a new tongue twister with you and a new warm-up exercise with you. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about songs and probably getting started on some fresh stuff as well with you. In your dictation book, can you remind me what the last tongue twister was that you did?
I don't think we had I think we just started on this tongue twister when we went. Lesson, Tower Clock.
It might not have been on the last lesson either. It could have been like the lesson before.
Yeah. Oh, Chester Cheetah chews a chunk of cheap cheddar cheese.
Awesome. Okay, we're not going to worry about that one today. I want to teach you a new one. So I want to start fresh. Just bear with me here. Okay. First and foremost, you won't need to write this down either. Because I'm going to send it to you as an email. And when I send the email to you, you can either print it out if you want to, or you can just look at it on the screen. This one is a hard tongue twister, actually, surprisingly. It only has 4 words to it, but it will really work your thinking brain. Chop, so like pork chops, C-H-O-P, chop, shops, shops, like a shop. And a chop shop, just in case you don't know, I think there is a real meaning to it. I think it's like, say you take a car and say it's an old car and they break it down for parts. They take like the windshield out and the engine and stuff. That's what a chop shop is. It's where anyways, chop shops stock chops. So like stocking, you're stocking the shelves. Stock chops, and I'm going to show it to you on the screen.
Do you want me to write this down?
No, you don't need to write it down at all. Chop shops, stock chops. Try saying it. Okay, you can write it down if you want to. Yes, you
could
can.
I just write it on the back side of my dictation book?
Of course you can. Absolutely. Chop shops, stock chops. I'll leave it up on the screen. Can you see it still?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, it's daylight is just starting to go here.
Little down, please.
Sure, yes.
Chop, 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 stock, chops. I got it.
Got it. And then what I'm going to do next is I know I have videos for this one already. So I'm going to just type this in. You don't need your playlist right away or anything. Chop shops. Okay, so there is one here that is coming into your playlist shortly, which again, like I say, you don't need it right now. I'm just adding it in here. There it is. Done. Save it. Okay. Can you say it really slowly? Chop, shops, stock, chops.
Okay. Chop, shop, stock, shops.
You can hear how it can be it's a little weird, like it's just a weird thing to say. When we sing it, you're going to actually sing it 3 times. Now, you may have discovered singing tongue twisters is usually a bit easier than speaking them. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, again, mute your side of the Zoom call because we will end up like singing against each other. The tune is really simple. It's just 4 notes. And it goes like this. Chop, shops, stock, chops. Just try it with me. I'll count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chop, shops, stock, chops. And it is a bit of like I say, it works. Now, here's the hard part. You have to sing it 3 times through. So it goes like this. This is how it goes. I'll just demo it once. Chop, shops, stock, chops, chop, shops, stock, chops, chop, shops, stock, chops. And you can probably hear, if you want to unmute for a second, to do it 3 times in a row does take a little bit of thinking. Yeah, it's a little harder to do, for sure.
A lot of people will hear tongue twister and be like, oh, that's easy, and then they do it 10 times fast and then...
Yeah, I remember my mom used to say there was one toy boat. I don't know if you ever heard that one. Say toy boat 5 times fast. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. And I would always end up getting like toy boat or something weird out of there. Even red leather, yellow leather. I've heard that one is a really weird thing to do as well. But basically the tune goes like this. I'll get you to mute your side of Zoom. Again, try it with me. I'm going to do it 3 times in 3 different keys. So it happens about that speed. Do not sweat it. Couple of things. If you don't get it right, I'm not listening to you right now anyways, so it's okay. There's no expectation of perfection, but just try it and see how it goes. So I'm going to count to 4 and you can try singing with me. Chop, shop, stock, chops, chop, shop, stock, chops, chop, shop, stock, chops. I'm not going to go any faster. Chop, shop, stock, chops, chop, shop, stock, chops, chop, shop, stock, chops. Last one. Chop, shop, stock, chops, chop, shop, stock, chops, chop, shop, stock, chops. And you can unmute. I will show you one little trick that helped me because trust me, Eve, the only reason I can sing this is because I've been doing this one for years, okay? It's not new for me. But what I discovered was if I overemphasized the word stock, I tended to get it right. Chop, shops, stock, chops. And when I did the stock, I kind of pretended I was smiling. chop, shop, stock, chops, chop, shop, stock, chop. When I pretended the smile, it actually helped me to remember it. So see how it works, and you'll see that is in your videos for this week as well. Then remind me, what was the last warm-up exercise that we did, which was the ones that are like I feel like the last one you and I did.
Let me look. Trying
was
to.
It welcome to
warm-up
choir?
was.
You did welcome to choir?
Yeah, welcome to choir.
Okay, so do you have attention tension? That one, not one that we've done before.
Is that my?
It should be where your welcome to choir is. It should look a little bit like that.
Attention. Oh, something's here. Uh-oh. I just ripped all my pages.
Oh no.
Wait, no, sorry, it was undone. Nana, could you just put these back in here in, in this order, like that's at the top, and put it back in here. Okay, sorry, it was
adding videos into your playlist right now, so yeah, no worries. The one we're going to look at is attention tension when you're ready.
Okay.
And have you got that in front of you that you can look at?
Yep.
So one of the things it mentions, and you'll see this in the little paragraph, bear with me here, I'm just writing it down on your dictation book sheet as well. So this is an excellent exercise to work on. It says in the paragraph, tension and singing do not mix. One of the things you probably have discovered is if you're really, if you're ever not feeling well in one way, singing is usually not quite as much fun or as easy to do. If you're really nervous, and I mean not nervous like you were performing at the talent competition, but nervous like say that you weren't prepared, say you were doing the talent competition and you decided not to practice until the day before, and you were really nervous, you might be really tense. You might feel yourself like, oh, what have I gotten myself into? What am I, those kinds of things. So for me, I get rid of my tension by being prepared. I usually do my practicing and I be prepared. But there are other things that we can do as well. Sometimes we can just be tense just for the sake of the fact that you got out of, what time do you usually get up in the morning?
7:30 for
7:30. Imagine that you had to sing at 7:35 a.m. like in a concert at school. You might not be totally woken up. Your body, your muscles might be a little stiff because you just got out of bed. So that's where I do some shoulder rolls, a little bit of breathing. I usually try to think positively because there's going to be bound to be a time that you have to sing early in the morning. Because I'm a church musician, sometimes I've had to sing as early as 6:30 in the morning, and your voice has usually been at rest at that point. So I have to do all kinds of things. So I do my shoulder rolls. I'll even do like touching my toes. Usually they're like kind of what you call. Have you ever heard the word calisthenics before? They're little stretching exercises that you usually do. Maybe I know that you've done dance before and you do basketball too. Do you ever do a cool down at the end of your practice or?
I don't, but when I went to Harry J after gym class, we used to stretch after.
Okay. So the stretch after is literally what I usually do to get myself going. All that kind of stretching up to the ceiling, all kinds of things, even just doing things with my hands. And like I say, keeping a positive attitude helps to get my body feeling ready to sing. I usually, again, if I'm seated, just like you are right now, you're seated up nice and tall, you're not hunched over or anything. So having a good posture is also helpful. Sometimes now I'm not doing that, now I am. Having my feet flat on the floor can be really helpful, all that sort of stuff. So basically what it says, tension and singing do not mix. Evaluate your body, face, and attitude as you sing. Relaxed energy is the goal. So energy is important. If you sing with no energy, I'm sure you've heard singers that sort of sing like this and they don't have a lot of energy, and that's like that. And they're actually working really, really, really hard, and they're not getting much out of it. So relaxed energy is the goal. In this exercise, you'll notice at the end of it that there's a little awe that you get to do. And it's sort of slid down there. So the words go, let's pay attention to any tension, and if there's tension, let it go. So on the ah, it says the long sigh is maybe executed on any vowel, but I just do it on ah, just the way that it's written. They mention other things. It says an oo is good for finding head voice, which is your high voice, and rounding the tone. E can lead to more resonance, which is a buzzy sort of a sound. It says, most importantly, let go of any tension before, during, and after each phrase. So as I sing, I just kind of have fun with it. It sounds a little bit like a circus song. Let's pay attention to any tension, and if there is tension, let it go. When you do the ah, it is unpitched. That's why it has a little X on it. So you can go as high as your voice will possibly take you, which is way higher than mine. So if I was going pretty high, ah, that kind of idea, but you can go as high as your voice will take you, and it's not supposed to. The only thing, have you ever seen like at a fair or even in a movie when somebody has that thing with the hammer and they pound it and it goes woo? Have you ever seen that before? Like they sort of pound something down and then this weight goes
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Okay. It's supposed to kind of sound a little bit like that. They do mention again, I don't know if your copy has physical extensions. Engage in stretches, shoulder head rolls before this one. Another thing, one teacher does this. I'm going to just take my glasses off. Massaging your jaw and face is a really helpful thing. We don't realize how much tension we carry in here, but our jaw is meant primarily for one function, to chew food. Like talking is an important part, but we could survive. You know, there are people with developmental challenges that can't talk at all, and they survive and live long lives. So we can survive without talking, but we cannot survive, we've talked about this before, without food and water and that sort of thing. And so because our jaws are primarily meant for chewing food, we actually carry a fair amount of tension in our jaws and in our tongues as well. Something that I would do, did you mention that you have a doggie at home as well?
Two.
Two? All right. So you know your doggies, when their tongues are... You can do that when you're practicing. I know it's a really weird thing. I won't make you do it on the Zoom screen. You don't have to do it around family, but when you're practicing by yourself... And that feeling like your tongue is as relaxed as your doggies when they're doing that is a really good thing. You'd be surprised where people carry tension in their tongues. And when you carry tension in your tongues, it actually makes it harder to sing. So, yeah.
So when I did Sound of Music, my director, I don't know if you know her, Moira.
Oh, I know Moira. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So she's a lot, and she would make us do these exercises before every show. Stuff with your tongue too. She'd make us do like lemons and lions, if you know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, and she'd also make us like massage our jaws for like 3 minutes or something.
That's awesome. So she has a method in her madness as well. So it just mentions massage your jaw and face as you sing. During the long sigh, gently lower your arms from overhead in a gesture that invites freedom. So what you could do is when you're doing the you can kind of like relax it and just kind of float around. So the tune, if you don't mind, I'll get you to mute your side of Zoom one more time, and I'll just kind of demonstrate it. Inside your YouTube playlist, there are 3 videos, one with me singing, one with the melody, one with the piano only. If you have only time to sing it one time, sing with me. If you have time to sing it with 2 times, sing it with me and the melody. If you have time to sing it 3 times, sing me, melody, and accompaniment. I always go in that order for warm-ups. It doesn't matter. If you only have time to sing it 1 time, just say, I'm going to sing with Michael. So you heard the tune. It goes like this. I'm going to just sing it one more time, and then I'll do it once with the piano. And I'll sing it once again. If you want to sing along with me, you can, or just listen again. Let's pay attention to any tension, and if there is tension, let That's basically how it goes. I'm going to sing it one more time in my natural voice, so you'll hear me singing an octave lower, and I'm going to sing it 3 times total as we do it. Let's pay attention to any tension, and if there is tension, let it go. Ah. And then I just do it again. Let's pay attention to any tension, and if there is tension, let it go. Ah, last one. Let's pay attention to any tension, and if there is tension, let it go. Ah. And you can unmute your side of the Zoom call. Does that feel like it's relatively easy that you can work on that with the video? Awesome. So to finish out your lesson for today, and then we'll wrap up, I did want to talk a little bit about songs, potentially for some music festivals that are coming up in the spring. Music festivals are awesome opportunities to share music. I have a feeling that your mom probably sang in some of the music festivals as a young person herself as well. Your mom is still very young, but you know what I mean, as a person around your age. But I have a feeling your mom probably did the music festivals, because I think your grandma might have said she might have won a big award at a festival once or something like that.
I thought she was maybe she was talking about Little Texas.
Okay. Well, I know that the music festivals have all their. So I'll tell you a little bit about the music festivals. They're like a competition, but really, in many ways, you're competing against yourself. Sometimes you're all by yourself in your class. Sometimes there could be 2 or 3 other people. Some classes are just for girls' voices. Others are for girls and boys' voices. They're usually with people around your age. So remind me, are you 12 right now? Yeah, so you'd probably be, they usually, when they do them in your age bracket, it's usually 12 to 14, so you'd be on the younger side. Just trust me on this one, Eve. You would sing just because the person would be 14 does not necessarily mean they're any better. Trust me on that one, okay? You would hold your own very, very nicely. So there are lots of opportunities in the festivals. One, your mom had mentioned actually last year, was the self-accompanied. And to be able to self-accompany is a really good skill to have. It can be a lot of fun to be able to play and sing. Since you mentioned the Ed Sheeran, I highly recommend this week, check out like just, what do you use for your music? Do you use Spotify or?
I use something called Musi, but it just came on without ads.
Okay, awesome. Good for you. So you got that. So I'm just going to write in, like, type in Ed Sheeran's greatest hits, or maybe he has, like, do you know what I do is I'll often, if I'm looking, I'll type in Ed Sheeran's set list, so you'll know what he does in his concerts. If you type in set list, I don't know, maybe that would spoil the concert for you, but I usually like to know kind of what songs they do in the concerts so I can sing along with them. So I'll type in Ed Sheeran set list or anything. I would check out some of his songs. Did you have any other ideas of songs yourself?
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to say you don't actually have to pay for music. It's not Spotify. Like, you don't have to pay for it. Anyway, sorry. So remember when you were talking about, like, Adele songs, if I would just play, like, the chords?
Right.
Like, maybe something like an Adele song with just the chords?
Yeah, okay. So an Adele song, any ideas of a good Adele song that you would like to do?
Well, I don't know the ones that have easy chords.
Okay, I'm going to just tell you, all of them in some ways have easy chords. We can figure that out. What I would suggest, your mom hit the nail on the head when she talked a little bit about picking the right songs. Your song that you sang at the competition in November was a perfect song for someone your age, This Wish. Some songs don't necessarily fit as well. Like, I love the song, do you know the song Hello by Adele? That's one of her big hits. It's a beautiful song, but it's all kind of about a bad relationship, and even the song Someone Like You, it's kind of about a bitter lover's relationship. I would think if I was listening to a 12-year-old sing that, it's hard for you to necessarily, not that you don't relate to the song, you sing it and we see it on TV all the time, but you want to find a song that the words that they fit a person that fit. And I'm again not saying that you don't understand what the song is about, but it's just some songs are meant for, and I'm not saying that it is an adult thing or anything, but it's just some songs the words sound better sung. So there are songs, like she has a song called When We Were Young. That one is a great song. It's all kind of like about remember. So you could be like, for you, it's like, remember what it was like in grade 3 or in grade 4. For other people, when they're remembering when we were young, it's remembering what it was like to be in university or in high school or anything like that.
The song, what was it? Like, I'm not sure the whole lyrics of Go Easy on Me.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know what it's about, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe When We Were Young or, what are they called? What did I just say? Oh, Go Easy on Me. Those are probably the top two I'm looking at right now.
Those are, and definitely, I would suggest talk with your mom about it as well, because I know I love the song Easy on Me as well, and I've heard young people sing that one before, because I do judging as well, so for contests and stuff, and I have heard people do that one, so I'm sure that one is good too. There is another song that's really pretty. Have you ever heard the song What a Wonderful World before?
Like, what a wonderful world. Yeah.
Absolutely. That one has a great chord progression to it. Or the really famous Canadian one, which is probably overdone, is Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, which you've probably heard that one before. Yeah. Another one is a Beatles song, Let It Be. Have you ever heard that one, Let It Be by the Beatles? When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary sings to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, those songs are not hard songs to do. I'm just looking at those. There is a song that actually could work if you were ever asked to sing at a wedding. Have you ever heard the song All of Me by John Legend?
Yeah.
All of me. That one's a really pretty one. A little more adult than I would like, but
I'm wondering if I should be like writing this down so I can.
You know what? I've got it written. I'm writing it down right now, and I'm going to email it over to you.
Yeah. When I was in Wizard of Oz, you have her as a. I remember I walked in one time, and you had her as a student. She was Dorothy in it. I don't know if she's ever talked to you about that. She went to Eastside.
Oh goodness.
I don't know, but she's one of your students. Her name's like Isabel.
Oh yes, of course, yes, yeah. She's of course I know it. Yes, yeah.
So she with all my friends, we would hear her sing "What a Wonderful World," and we'd all be like, "Oh my God, I wish I could sing like that." She was just amazing. Good in that.
Well, right back at you, Eve. You're pretty amazing yourself, so give yourself some credit. I'm going to put that. So check out a few Ed Sheeran songs. There are some really lovely ones, and I can help you. They're all easy chords to figure out. An Adele song, I will write those two down. I love both of those songs, but again, look at those. So Easy on Me and When We Were Young, and then I'm just going to put the What a Wonderful World down as well, and Let It Be. That will give you a few to choose from. What I would suggest that you do is between now and next Wednesday, pick a song, and then I can help you to figure it out. I can send over some information, or I can just help you get a start on it. So that's one thing. The next thing is, what I wanted to talk with you about in the music festivals is there are many, many, many categories you can participate in. So one is specifically Disney songs. They have like a category for Disney songs. So This Wish would be a perfect shoe-in for that one. They also have ones for music theater. And in the music theater, they break it up into sections. You can do an old-fashioned musical theater song, which would be...
What festival are you talking about?
Okay,
like,
so there's a one called the Quinte Festival, Quinte Rotary Music Festival, and then the other one is called the Sterling Festival. I think they call it the Sterling Festival of Sacred Praise, but it's not all church music, musical theater, everything. As long as the songs don't have bad language in them, that's an important thing. But in the music theater, you can do old-fashioned music theater, which would be like Raindrops on Roses and Whiskers on Kittens.
I did that for a lot of my auditions.
It could be a song from the musical Wicked. I don't know if you know the musical Wicked at all.
So, but for right now, you just want me to pick one of like.
I want you to pick a self-accompanied song, but I want you to be starting to think a little bit about, so they have pop songs, Disney songs, musical theater, and these would be songs that I would accompany you for. So this would be songs that I would play for you.
I'm very confused. So the ones we were just talking about, like Adele songs and stuff, what festival would that be for?
That would be for you to play and sing at the same time.
Okay, and
These
then
are,
you also want me to pick another song that you would play for me?
I wouldn't just pick one. I would be thinking about a whole bunch of things. You might say, I want to look at a new Disney song. I want to look at a new Disney song. Or I want to do something music theater. I'll write all this down. Music theater. Again, like I say, old-fashioned music theater or new music theater. Is there any like newer music?
If I were to learn one of these songs like All of Me, What a Wonderful World or something,
Yeah.
couldn't I just play that in both of the festivals?
Absolutely. When we do a festival, I'll tell you a little bit about festivals though as well. You probably want to enter at least 2 classes because otherwise the classes. So one would be a class for you to play and sing your song, and
Like, I
then
go to a class?
oh, yeah, like you can enter. You can sing as many songs as you want. I'm caution you: do not do 8 or 9 songs. Too many songs. But most people usually enter a couple of so each class is a specific thing. One is self-accompanied piano and singing. Another is Disney. Another is what they call Golden Age music theater. That's the old-fashioned. Or contemporary musical theater. There's a musical called Waitress. You could sing a song from Waitress. That sort of thing. And then they have pop music classes, and the pop music classes can be old-fashioned pop songs, or it can be a current pop song by Ariana Grande, for that matter.
So I have to go to a class?
So what you do is you go to usually it's sung in a church. You go to a church and you sing, and there's an adjudicator, a person who actually will give you a critique and a mark. And then if you do really well with your class, which I think you would do really well with your class, you can be invited to receive a trophy, money award. You could be invited. They have a highlights concert where you could be able to sing for a larger group of people. They have a thing called the Provincial Music Festival that you could be representing the Quinte region with. Those kinds of things. But you usually have to enter at least 2 classes, and I ask students to pick between 2 and 4 max. That's the max.
Is that like is that for the Quinny one or the
Both.
Oh.
And as well, FYI, there is an online one that's based out of a town called, have you ever heard of a town called Stratford, Ontario?
Yeah.
So Stratford, Ontario has an online one that you can participate in where you could actually do videos. And all of those, I usually suggest students enter, the only reason I suggest that you enter 2 classes, if you enter 2 classes, you are eligible to receive awards. And also, if you're working with an adjudicator who's like a professional, like a teacher like myself, if you do one thing only, you're not going to get much of a chance to work with the person. But if you do 2 things, they'll give you some expertise. Like they might give you some tips on performing or on singing that's going to, you'll go, wow, I never thought of that before. That could be something that I can work on. So usually if you do 2 things, then you get more of a chance to get to know the adjudicator.
So if I got 2 songs, could I sing that in both the festivals?
Of course, or in 3 festivals for that matter. But we're not going to get that far quite yet, Eve. So I want you to know that there are more categories. So I've mentioned self-accompanied, Disney, Golden Age music theater, contemporary music theater, pop. They also have folk songs. So a folk song would be like a song. Have you ever heard the song Morning Has Broken? Morning has broken like, or Yankee Doodle would be an example. I would not sing Yankee Doodle at a festival, but Yankee Doodle would be an example of a folk song. There's a folk song. So they have classes for folk songs. Then they have classes for classical voice, which would be like a more conservatory kind of like a, I wouldn't call it operatic, but definitely more classical. I can help you with that. I'd be thinking of a few categories, and what I suggest is in the categories, pick at least 2 different categories. So like self-accompanied, Golden Age music theater, Does that give you at least some ideas to be thinking about?
Yes. So could I do one self-accompanied and one you accompany me?
Yeah, exactly. That would be, I think, an ideal. And then I would say, again, two things is probably a one. Like, you want to make sure that you don't overdo yourself ever.
I think I'll just do two.
Yeah. So then what I'll do is I'm going to write down a few possibilities. I'm going to write those down on your sheet as well for you to look at. If you can check these songs out yourself, but also maybe you and your mom have some ideas. Like, you guys are really good at picking, or your grandma might have an idea. Or when I think I have a good idea for you, that idea might be like, you could say to yourself, I don't like that song he's picked for me. So there's all kinds of possibilities. FYI, another area that I didn't even look at when I mentioned sacred, because you sang that beautiful Angel from Gabriel when you had your first lessons, you can do church music as well. So there's church music classes as well. But anyways, I digress. I'm going to finish off our lesson with that simply because I have to run to the bathroom right now, Eve. I've been teaching all day. I'm going to finish our lesson with that. I'm going to put some suggestions of songs down. And then next week, I'll assume I'll probably see you at your usual lesson time of 6:45 p.m. If there's any difference in coming earlier, though, I'll let you know. But you don't have to have your lesson early.
Right, quickly before you run to the bathroom, my Nana wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
Hi, Michael.
Hi
I just
there.
wanted to tell you what we're doing with the piano. It is Amy.